Hey everyone out there in YouTube, you're watching NERDSMERIZED. I'm Andrew, your host. This video is actually going to be just a comic talk on my personal favorite comic series of all time. I mean, the one for me that tops every other comic series ever written, ever released, ever drawn. It just holds a really little small place right here in my heart that'll never leave. If you know me, I love Green Lantern. I actually have the Green Lantern oath tattooed across the front of my leg. Green Lantern is my favorite superhero of all time. I'm actually Green Lantern on my Facebook page from the Watchtower, so come check us out there. There'll be links down below for that. But this video, I am going to talk about my favorite comic series ever, and that would be the Emerald Twilight series from the Green Lantern series number 2 following Hal Jordan. If you haven't read Emerald Twilight, spoilers ahead. I mean, it's an older book, but it's a great read, and it's, like I said, my favorite comic series ever. So I mean, check it out. It's worth checking it out. They have it on trade paperback as well. But let's just get right into it. So Emerald Twilight doesn't actually start until Green Lantern number 48, 49, and 50. But the precursor to Emerald Twilight is the reign of Superman. So this will be Green Lantern number 46 is actually going to be where Superman and Green Lantern Hal Jordan come and they find out that Coast City has been destroyed by Cyborg Superman and Mongol, and they want to turn the Earth into a battle planet, basically. So they destroyed Coast City to build a world engine on Coast City's spot. So they killed Hal Jordan's dad, they killed Hal Jordan's girlfriend, they killed his whole family. Everyone in the city just got obliterated. So I mean, just like boom, instantly, millions of people are dead. So I mean, that's what happens here. Hal Jordan shows up with Superman. They beat the crap out of Mongol and Cyborg Superman to try to take back and fix what these two jackasses have done and destroyed everything. So, needless to say, Hal's freaking pissed because his entire family just got nuked, basically. Then, after that issue, and they get rid of Mongol, and they get rid of Cyborg Superman, it goes into this one, Green Lantern number 47. So, this is They're Back. It's a great issue where Hal starts to realize what has happened, and it shows him like coping with it. It's really well written, really well drawn out. It shows him starting to cope with it and realize that everyone he's ever loved is dead. And I mean, all in all, it's his friends try to just make it feel better, tell him that everything will be okay, we'll fix everything, it's gonna be okay. It is a great comic, and it is the precursor, like I said, to my favorite series, which is Emerald Twilight. So let's get right into Emerald Twilight. So upon Coast City being destroyed and Hal finding out that everyone he has ever loved is dead, he breaks down and loses his fucking mind. Like, for real. Loses his damn mind. So he takes his power ring and he decides that he's going to use his power ring to bring back everyone that he loves and to make everything better. So as you can see on this cover of Green Lantern number 48, Hal is using his power ring and every power he has as a Green Lantern to try to bring back Coast City. In doing so, the Guardians actually contact him. They portal and they contact him and tell him, you know what? You just use your Lantern ring for personal gain. You're no longer going to be a Green Lantern. We're going to take your ring. And he thinks to himself, holy shit, I can go to Oa and absorb the power battery, and I'll have enough power to actually bring everyone back. Because as he attempts this, it actually starts to fail. He doesn't have enough power to do it himself. So he said, I'm going to go to Oa, absorb the damn power battery, and I'll have enough power to actually bring everyone back for real. So Hal books it off to Oa, starts jamming down there, starts hauling ass down to Oa, just to handle his business, alright? So that's where this one goes. Basically, Coast City is in ruins. Hal wants to make everything better and fix it and bring his family back, the ones he loves back. So this man is on a motherfucking mission. You need to get out his way, alright? So then that leads into Hal takes off, books it to Oa, just starts jamming to Oa, and upon arriving at Oa, the Guardians alert all the Green Lanterns. You need to stop Hal Jordan. He's coming to absorb the power battery. That's not going to be allowed. Stop him no matter what the cost. So in the next issue, Hal Jordan starts going through, mowing through Green Lanterns, killing every single Green Lantern that gets in his way. I mean, I'm talking, he drops Kilowog, he kills Sinestro. Later on, he kills Sinestro, but he drops Kilowog, he drops Tomari, he kills all the Green Lanterns that stand in his way. So he just starts laying waste to the Green Lantern Corps. One guy dropping bombs, killing everybody. As you can see for the cover of number 49, he starts collecting rings. So the more and more rings he gets, the more and more of a bad motherfucker he gets. So Hal Jordan, he realizes that he needs more power, and everyone keeps standing in his way. So he's like, I ain't having this shit. He gets himself going. He starts loading up on rings after he kills each Green Lantern. Kilowog stands in his way, and he's like, I don't want to do this. You need to get out of my way. He's like, I can't do that. I can't do that, Hal. Okay. Poof, leaves Kilowog in a pile of ash. This motherfucker is smoking. He's a cooked pig, alright? So Hal walks through. As he gets to the power battery, he drops all his rings, and he's like, you know what? I don't need this shit, so fuck it. So then the Guardians get to the power battery. They release Sinestro, who is trapped within the power battery because he's already gone and made the Sinestro Corps. Basically, they release Sinestro, give him a Green Lantern ring back, and say, stop Hal Jordan. No matter what, stop him. So Sinestro tries to be big and bad. Hal starts beating the smack out of him, and they start just brawling back and forth. It's a great fight, all in all. And in the next issue, number 50, Hal actually defeats Sinestro. Sinestro keeps coming at him, keeps going, no matter what, just doesn't give up. Hal, boom, just obliterates Sinestro, kills Sinestro. And Sinestro, sitting there dying, the Guardians try to stand in his way. Hal nukes all the Guardians, kills all the Guardians, or so he thinks. But he kills all the Guardians. Thinking all the Guardians did, he goes, he absorbs the power battery himself completely. Not knowing, besides Sinestro trapped inside the power battery, there is a yellow entity trapped inside the power battery, which is Parallax. Horrible Green Lantern movie, you ruined fucking Parallax for me. This is how it really happens. If you didn't know that, spoiler alert, this is how Parallax actually goes down. So Hal Jordan now absorbs the power battery. He becomes Parallax. He becomes the ultimate will monster. So he actually, from there, Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern, one of the Justice League's most famous heroes, becomes one of their most iconic villains and one of their strongest villains. The end of this issue is actually really cool because he becomes Parallax. He brings out the power. He brings him as the entity, just becomes a bad motherfucker, alright? So Hal Jordan is now Parallax. He's like, I'm no longer Hal Jordan, I am Parallax. So he's standing there like a boss. And this is actually the same issue where, in a dire attempt after Hal Jordan becomes Parallax, there is one Guardian left. So here is the panel where Hal Jordan actually becomes Parallax. And that is one of the coolest freaking panels ever. So after Parallax laid waste to all of the Guardians and he destroys the last rings, there is just enough where one Guardian survives. And in doing so, the one Guardian picks up the dirt where one ring actually was survived and fixes it with his last bit of power. Then he transports himself to Earth like a boss, and guess who he finds? This is the first appearance of a lot of people's favorite Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner. He finds the artist sitting there drawing in a dive bar, gives him the same speech that Hal Jordan got when he first joined the Corps, and Kyle Rayner is gone, saying, you are the last Green Lantern. It is your job to stop Hal Jordan. So here is the first appearance of Kyle Rayner as a Green Lantern. So this is the birth of a lot of people's favorite Green Lantern. I mean, mine's always been Hal Jordan, but Hal Jordan from then on for a long time becomes Parallax. Parallax is actually later on thrown into the sun, just like in the movie, but it's Hal Jordan as Parallax is thrown into the sun. So Hal Jordan actually is trapped within the sun for a long time. He becomes Spectre, and eventually they pull Hal Jordan's body out of the sun and reunite it with his soul. But all in all, that's Emerald Twilight in a little quick rundown. But that's my favorite comic series of all time. I want to know what your guys' favorite is. Let me know in the comment section down below. Like, subscribe to my channel, give me that big thumbs up on the video. And don't be afraid to always be yourself, nerd out wherever you're at. Just don't be afraid to show your nerd side. You've been watching NERDSMERIZED. I'm Andrew. I will see you guys later.